Sometimes it can be terrifying, at least for a little while. But then I remember these people, these brave heroes. I have the privilege to stand here amongst giants, and each of these individuals follow in the footsteps of the one that came before them. Now you might say, that's not enough, but it's something. It's a start, story by story, brick by brick, one by one. I'm just one man, one person, and they have infinite power. But I'm not alone. I'm amongst friends, and I can do something. And if I can do something, I should do it. And if I should do it by the grace of God, I will do it. Out and turn the flashlight on your phone right now. We're gonna make something magical happen. We're gonna send a message to the powerful people in the world that we're not alone, that we can expose them. They will not intimidate us. They will not make us afraid. I want to introduce you to the most bravest person I've ever met. Someone who came to us from within the FBI to expose malfeasance and wrongdoing. Everyone, get on your feet and say hello to Kyle from the FBI.
I first swore to protect and defend our founding document in 2008. I've done that at least 3 more times. And that oath has become something integral to my being. The oath has compelled me to expose wrong, which spelled the end to a job that many people dream of, that of an FBI special agent. I exposed the FBI using our most patriotic symbols to identify militia violent extremists, which Project Veritas published in August. Yourselves, so that when you're called into action, you can be brave and you can do the right something.
This isn't something I wanted to do. This is something I felt I had to do. This is a hill worth dying on. If I can make one person just step away from this ideology and say, you know what, maybe that's not the path towards a better future, then I think it's worth it.
Please welcome Hasbro Toys whistleblower David Johnson.
I saw some evidence of bias, and I raised it up to a couple of senators, a local congressman. Didn't hear back.
Facebook whistleblower Ryan Hartwig. ESPN whistleblower Trevor Adams.
Bring light to corruption.
You're a wife and a mother of 4. How do they feel about this?
We put our faith and hope and trust in God.
CBS News whistleblower April Moss.
The America that I love, the America that you love, may not exist.
Please welcome Google whistleblower Zach Voorhees.
I wrestled with the decision long and hard. I mean, I decided to wear the camera because I didn't see any other option.
Please welcome CNN whistleblower Carrie Porch.
This is evil at the highest level. You have the FDA, you have the CDC that are both supposed to be protecting us.
Are you afraid?
I wouldn't necessarily say I'm afraid because my faith lies in God.
Welcome federal HHS whistleblower Jody O'Malley.
It's bad, it's getting worse, and the American people are becoming more aware of that.
I'm sorry, so what is this regarding? This is a search warrant. Open up.
Inside every one of us is a temptation to give up and to say, I can't take the pain, I can't take the abuse of the system, which when it cannot persuade, it propagandizes, it uses tyranny. When I have the full weight and force of the federal government, the state governments, hell, even the courts are trying to abuse us for doing our jobs. But I can assure you that I will never give up.
Please give a hand for the founder of Project Veritas, James O. Keefe.
year ago, I was raided by the FBI. The Reporters Committee for Freedom of the Press came out, said it was unconstitutional, and tried to have the affidavits unsealed so we could see the probable cause. Even the American Civil Liberties Union came out and said this was wrong and a violation of the First Amendment. We had groups like Society of Professional Journalists, First Amendment groups, Committee to Protect Journalists, all coming out saying this is an abuse against the First Amendment. Even the Attorney General, Merrick Garland, said that you can't forcibly remove reporters' notebooks, certainly not at gunpoint, which is what the FBI did to our reporters at Project Veritas. They issued memos saying you can't do it in 2021, and again most recently in October of 2022. This caught the attention of incoming Jimmy Jordan, who's going to be the chairman of the Judiciary Committee this coming year.
Targeted Project Veritas, a news organization specializing in undercover journalism, subjected to an extensive investigation by the FBI, including having its email seized on Microsoft servers.
Am I afraid? Sometimes it can be terrifying, at least for a little while. But then I remember these people, these brave heroes. I have the privilege to stand here amongst giants, and each of these individuals followed in the footsteps of the one that came before them. Now you might say, that's not enough, but it's something. It's a start, story by story, brick by brick, one by one. I'm just one man, one person, and they have infinite power. But I'm not alone. I'm amongst friends, and I can do something. And if I can do something, I should do it. And if I should do it by the grace of God, I will do it. We have a First Amendment in this country. Every one of you have the power to be journalists. You have the right to expose them. Follow their example. Blow the whistle. Follow your conscience. Blow the whistle on your supervisors. Follow the example of this brave person inside the FBI who showed malfeasance in the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Very troubling